Ladies and gentlemen, we got, well, just gentlemen, because ladies don't really care about fights. But gentlemen, we got ourselves a boxing fight, baby. Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. This shit is fire. Power versus power. Beast versus beast. Whatever you want to call it. It's here, baby. It's here for us and us only. Anyways, let's get right into it, baby. So, the first thing I want to get into, man, is Anthony Joshua's resume. Like, let's just look at his resume because that shit is like, bro, this guy has so much experience. So, I mean, he's fought people like Otto Wallin recently. He's fought Alexander Usyk twice. Yeah, he lost both times, but I mean, hey, that shit was like good ass fights, like close fights. The first one wasn't so close, but the second one was pretty close. He's fought Andy Ruiz twice. Like, this guy's resume is insane. Yeah, like, this is something that like makes me want to go with Anthony Joshua in this fight, just because I know he has so much more experience. So we're gonna get into like all of Anthony Joshua, like I would say like his pros list, like all the things that he's fucking good at. So first thing on the list, like obviously his resume is so good, like his experience is insane, like so far in his career. And this only lets me know that, you know, he has a good ass gas tank. Like we're not gonna see Anthony Joshua gas out this fight, especially the fight being only 10 rounds. It's not gonna be 12 rounds because Francis did not want that, you know. Of course, he's a big guy and he's gonna gas out in a 12-round fight. So this is another 10-round fight, like the way he did with Tyson Fury. So we're not seeing Anthony Joshua gas out whatsoever. That's the first pro. Second pro, I would say he's fucking quick, man. He's so quick. This guy has, like, this is where I think he benefits mostly from Francis. He's gonna be way faster than Francis. That jab is clean. Like, he likes to go down the middle with the jab. He has some nasty combos. Those combos are nasty. We've seen what he's done with those, and then these combos are not just like you know, padded combos. They're not just like, oh, like I'm tapping you. Like, these hurt. These are fucking powerful combos that he's putting out there. So we're gonna see like some powerful combos, and that's the thing about this fight too, is like it's not just Francis being the strong guy here. It's also Anthony Joshua having power. So cannot count Joshua's power out this fight. So yeah, I would say those are Anthony Joshua's like pros. Is like he has a good gas tank. He has good IQ. Like, this guy's been through so many great fighters. Like, he's been in fights with so many greats. So he has good IQ. He's not gonna run out of gas at all. He has fucking power. He has so many. We've seen this guy knock out so many fighters. So the way I would like Anthony Joshua to play this fight is just like take it to decision. I don't see him not. Yeah, he has power. I think he may hurt like Francis if Francis gets a little too hectic. But I would say like take it to decision. Like, just make it like an outclass, like just straight fucking, you know, outclass Francis. Like, just doing your combos. Like, you're gonna be, this guy's really quick. He has to be quick in and out, not be in the pocket for so long against someone like Francis. And yeah, that's the way I would like to see Anthony Joshua like win this fight, is just by going off of points, going off of just hitting the jab and all that. All right, before we get into Francis, this is one of like Anthony Joshua, I would say personally, the way Francis can take advantage of Anthony Joshua is by using feints. If you guys remember when when Anthony Joshua fought Usyk's feints were like so good, and they were creating so many openings for him. I think this is like one of the best ways that Francis can take advantage of Anthony Joshua and maybe like creating like a fucking power shot to take him down. is just by using feints. He has to use feints. So if we look at the fight he had with Usyk, you'll see like he was using nothing but feints a lot to create openings. But the thing about Usyk was like he's so fucking fast too. So like that's the only thing. Like I don't know if Francis is gonna be fast enough to be able to like take advantage of using feints and all that. But who knows? Like I think that's the best way that Francis can create openings against Anthony Joshua. This guy, I mean, what can we really say? We only saw one boxing fight, and it was against the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. You know, we saw the knockdown, and I feel like that's the only way that he'll be able to beat Anthony Joshua is by getting that one lucky hit, or I wouldn't call it lucky, but like that one hit, because that's all he really needs. Like it's just one shot. Like bro's power is the fucking same amount as of a getting hit by a truck or some shit like that. Like shit's crazy. You don't want to get hit by that. And we've seen Anthony Joshua get knocked down by Andy Ruiz, who is someone else who also has good power. But if we're gonna compare power, come on, bro. Francis has probably the strongest hit alive, like person alive right now in fucking boxing / PFL / whatever. So I think that's probably the only way I see Francis winning is not by points. He's not gonna win this fight by points. There's just no way you beat Anthony Joshua. So we're gonna get into Francis's disadvantages. The first disadvantage I'm gonna go with is like he's lacking the boxing experience. This is barely his second boxing fight. Yeah, he went in like with Tyson Fury, which is a great matchup. Like you couldn't ask for a better experience than getting matched up with a legend like Tyson Fury. So he has that under his belt. But other than that, he doesn't really have that much experience. So I would say that's one of his first disadvantage. Second disadvantage I'm gonna go with is like his cardio. I think his cardio isn't too good. When we saw it versus Tyson Fury, he started slowing down a little bit. You know, he's a big fucking guy. Like this guy's fucking big as fuck. So his cardio isn't the best. So I think the longer this fight goes, the more harder it's gonna be for Francis to get to win this fight, because Anthony Joshua doesn't really get tired like that. This guy, his cardio is really good. So the longer this fight goes, it's gonna be really bad for Francis. I don't think he'll get a late KO. It has to be like an early round knockout, and that's the only way I see him winning is by knockout. I'll say it again. Only way I see Francis winning this fight is by a knockout. So that's like all the pros and the disadvantages that these both fighters have. We're gonna get into who has the most pressure on them. Man, this is tough because I feel like they both got a lot of pressure, but I would say Anthony Joshua has the most pressure on him. I feel like he's the boxer, you know, he's the one that has been boxing his whole life, his whole career. He didn't switch over like Francis did. So I'm gonna go with that. Anthony Joshua definitely has more pressure on him. The only pressure that I would say Francis has is, I think if he loses this fight, he's not getting another boxing match like against a big star like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. He's not gonna get another match up like this. I wouldn't think like he's gonna be taken serious after this fight if he loses. And for me, I honestly just feel like Tyson Fury may have like obviously underestimated Francis, and that's how he got the knockdown. I wouldn't think that would happen in a rematch. If he got a rematch with Tyson Fury, I wouldn't see him getting a knockdown on him. Just for that fact is like, bro, Tyson Fury wasn't taking him fully serious. Like, let's be real. He already had a fight scheduled with Usyk. Like, this guy was already looking past him, and he wasn't taking it 100% serious. That's just being 100% honest, 100% real. I'm a big ass UFC fan, so I'm not being biased here. Like, if there was a rematch, he wouldn't probably get that knockdown. Just saying. So in this fight, I don't think Anthony Joshua is underestimating Francis at all. I watched the face off, and like, this guy, yeah, I can see like Francis trying to like throw things in, like to make like Anthony Joshua like like underestimate him, but Anthony Joshua isn't taking it. He's taking this fight very serious. He looks very serious. He knows what's at stake for him and his career. Like, if you lose against Francis, like, even though Francis is a beast, people are still gonna clown you and be like, oh, you lost to a UFC fighter, shit like that. So he has a lot on the line, and he knows like this isn't someone to underestimate, because Tyson Fury already did that, and he got knocked down and basically almost lost. Basically, in a lot of people's eyes, he lost that fight. Who knows? It was close. But yeah, that's what I think. So like, going in, I think the person that loses this fight, like, who has more to lose, I would say Anthony Joshua, just because it's kind of like who has the most pressure on him. Like I just said, it's Anthony Joshua. If you lose this fight, who do you even fight next? Like, you're gonna get put down the list from fighting the top boxers right now, because you're losing to Francis, and you're not gonna probably get that fight with Tyson Fury if that happens. Like, who knows? Like, for sure, I would say Anthony Joshua has way more to lose. If Francis loses, hey bro, he went in the boxing ring with two greats, and you made a bag. You made 2 bags. You're gonna make 2 bags, and you could just go back to the PFL and do your thing there. Like, you already won in life, basically, for Francis, I would say. All right, so for the last question is like, who do I have winning this fight? I'm gonna go with Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua is not losing this, just for the facts that, like, he's the better boxer. He has better experience. He has more IQ in the ring. I think he's taking it way, like, super serious, and he's not gonna underestimate Francis at all. I don't see him underestimating him, and he has the cardio, a better gas tank than Francis, and he's way quicker than Francis for sure. But that's just my pick. I'm a casual. I'm not Mighty Mouse. So I don't have the best IQ in breaking down fights, but yeah, that's my pick. But even though that's my pick, I'm not counting out Francis. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins by knockout. All right, boys, other than that, that's it for this video. That's my pick. Let me know down below who you guys got. Hey, I'm a bigger UFC fan, but I honestly think Anthony Joshua is winning this. I'm a bigger MMA fan, but I do think Anthony Joshua is winning this. Comment down below what you guys think and who are your picks. And yeah, and I'm gonna be breaking down more fights. Also, again, like, I'm a casual. I'm not a fucking mastermind or anything like that, so don't take my picks too serious or anything like that. I'm a casual, and I'm just hyped as much as you guys for these fights. Other than that, that's it for this video. Drop a like, subscribe, and don't forget to always be authentic, baby. Peace.